Hi, I'm David from Freedom Founders. Look, I'm your advocate. I know who you are. Why? Because I'm one of you. I am a small business owner. I've been a small business owner for 4 decades. I've walked a mile, well, actually many miles in your shoes. I know what it feels like to have the pressures of dealing with all of the compliance, the regulations, the HR, the consumers today, the patients that are so entitled. And now we have a wage labor force today that's also entitled, given so much of the CARES Act stimulation not to work. So now they don't want to work, and now we can't get enough people to serve the front lines. It's across the board in many industries today. We have supply line and price increases across the board, and yet industry standards, the fact that many businesses and dental practices and insurance companies are playing the adverse game of taking down the reimbursements. You're stuck in that hard place. Costs are going up, your revenue goes down, you're getting smacked in the middle. I know what it feels like to toss and turn at night and just have all that pressure of trying to be perfect in what you do because it requires perfection, and still trying to wear all those hats, spin all those plates. It's a tough road to hoe. And I know that for most of you, if you could take some of the pressure off so that you didn't feel like you had to crunch that big overhead nut every month all by yourself. What do I mean by that? All by yourself? Well, isn't it always on you? Well, yeah, that's the way it feels because that's how we were trained. We were trained to up our game and get technical expertise and become licensed, credentialed to go out and serve the public, which is, it's great. It's awesome. It provides a higher level of income or trading time for dollars than most other businesses or careers. But that's the whole problem. It's a primary source of revenue dependent upon us, what we do. Got to show up every day. If we're not there, the revenues don't come in and we're stressed out. So any kind of income stream that's dependent upon you is vulnerable. And we saw that this last year with COVID. We saw when government shut down the businesses that if that was your primary income stream, you had no others, then you're stuck. Being at the whim and the mercy of the markets, of the government, of your industry, of so many things that we can't control, that you can't control, is a really tough place to be. And when that's not the case, when you have other outlets, other options that you've worked on, you've built by intention, now that gives you peace of mind. You may not be done yet, may not be financially free, but when you see the light at the end of the tunnel, when you see that you're on a track to get there, to financial freedom with real choices and options sooner, not later, not someday, not some made up retirement date, then you can start living your life, because life is meant to be lived today. I know, I was there. I was spinning those plates and my daughter was sick and I was trying to hold everything together. And I was feeling the stress and the tension and feeling like I was like a failure. Like, what was wrong with me that I couldn't hold it up because, oh, everybody else has got it all together. Well, fast forward a few years. Now I have the blessing and the privilege to actually get behind the scenes with so many hardworking professionals, business owners just like you. And we share the real life stories. The key difference is I've got a model. I've got a process. I've got a blueprint that actually works. I'm the product of the product. I did it, but so many other doctors and dentists and small business owners are doing the same thing, have done the same thing. And a key revelation that I see over and over again is that every member who becomes a part of our Freedom Founders community is way closer, not just a little bit closer, way closer than they think to that financial freedom, which then allows them to have the time freedom that they always wanted. Relationship freedom, who you want in your life and who you don't want in your life. Health, oh my gosh. How many of us have put off our health because we got so stressed out? Well, I'll catch up later, right? And then you never catch up because things never get better. And then at last, it's like, are we doing what we were really meant to do in life? Our purpose, significance, and meaning. I know I wasn't meant to be a dentist for like 40 years. Now, I did it well for the years I did it. But having the push, the shove, the reason to get me out of the chair and doing something else, in retrospect, it was hard, but in retrospect, it was also a blessing to me, because it pushed me out of that comfort zone. It made me look at choices and options, not for me, but for my daughter. But that then opened the door for me. And today I get to be with people, work with people, encourage people, run with people that I love to be with. I don't ever deal with staff I don't like. I don't deal with insurance companies. I don't deal with entitled patients or consumers that don't appreciate what I do and want me to take care of everything for them. I don't have to deal with any of that. And nor should you forever, for the whole rest of your career. Now, maybe you're doing it right now. I get it. But there's a way out. And you need to buckle up and decide Decide now, not next year, not in 2 years, not in 5 years. Decide now that you want a different track. Because if you don't make that decision, nothing's going to change at all substantially. In fact, I will predict, not because that you're a loser. You are not a loser. Not because you're not trying hard enough, not because you're not smart enough, not you're working hard enough, not you're taking enough CE. No, it's because the market's not going to allow you to really thrive in the future. Whatever got you to where you are today, whatever level of success and income and practice model you've got, that again, by all standards, you've done amazingly well. Wherever you are today, it's not going to get you to where you want to go. It's not going to happen. You have got to be willing to make some changes, and that's the scary part of life, isn't it? Well, that's why Freedom Founders organically occurred, because I saw that there was a need. I saw there was a need for my fellow colleagues and practitioners, people that I went to school with, who have done great work, and they're great people, but the treadmill is real. And getting off that treadmill in a way that has any kind of certainty so that one can feel comfortable and have peace of mind about living the rest of their life and not running out of money, that's a big deal today, and it's not going to get easier. The world has changed. The winds have shifted. The waves of debt and inflation are here to stay. And if you've been working off of an old model that you thought was going to get you there, maybe, it's not going to work. But you can ride the wave if you know how to use the forces that are affecting our country today. Whether you like them or not, you've got to learn how to work with them, run with them, not against them. Against them will never work. So I invite you, if you are looking for a better way out, a blueprint, a pathway to sustainable, predictable freedom and certainty and choices and options, come check out Freedom Founders. Now, we're going to qualify you, just like I want you to qualify us. It works both ways. But if you're the kind of person that I think you are, and you're ready to make a change in your life, this could be the chance that you've been looking for. Come with your skepticism. Come with your questions. I'm all for it, because I won't let you in if I don't think there's a good fit. Fair enough? I'll leave it there. Remember, you've got to stay focused on your freedom. See you next time.